I'm a weed smoker. I've been smoking weed since I was about 12 years old. I'm 32 now. And I didn't smoke the whole 20 years straight. 20 years? Shit. I didn't even realize it was that long. But anyway, I didn't smoke the whole 20 years straight. I had to take some years off because I had no choice. But for the most part, I smoke weed. And I have a pretty good circle of friends, a pretty good mix, different races, backgrounds, shit like that. And I can go around pretty much any of them and roll up a blunt and put one in the wind with them. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's accepted, right? That's cool. But not a single one of them that I can think of could I ever go around and bust out a fucking crack pipe and start smoking some fucking crack. Like, I don't get to do that and expect to look cool at the same damn time. They're going to tell me to fucking kick rocks and probably never talk to me again. Because that shit is just not accepted. I have never once ran into a crackhead who claims to be a real nigga. Not once. Like most crackheads, they understand that there's levels, like Floyd Mayweather says, and they understand what level they're on, and they stay in their place for the most part, and they understand that they're the crackhead in the equation. But every once in a while, you get that one crackhead who forgets that he's a fucking crackhead and he wants to be tough and shit and try to test you and bark at you and shit to see how far he can go. And then you end up having to knock his motherfucking ass out and take his fucking money and send him off with nothing. Send him stumbling back to the other group of crackheads. And he's going to have to explain to them why he lost the money that they all collected for the party for the night. And he'll probably get his ass whipped again by them. There's always that one. There's always that one who wants to be tough. Next thing you know, he's climbing off the fucking ground with his pockets ripped off. You don't get to be tough and be a crackhead simultaneously. It's just not allowed. Like, that's the way I was raised, man. If you was a crackhead, you was a crackhead. It didn't matter if you was young, old, whether you was a thug, or whether you had a house or you lived in a fucking cardboard box. If you was a crackhead, you was on the same fucking level as all the other fucking crackheads. Point blank, period. Now, I'm not saying that crackheads are bad people. Most of them need help. I'm not saying that they deserve to be beat up. But that one that's barking at you all the time and trying to test you, maybe because you're a youngster or he thinks you're soft or whatever it is, that you always have to end up putting him in his fucking place and shit and reminding him that he's a fucking crackhead just like the rest of them. Now, if you're a crackhead out there with this problem, you think that you're tough and you want to try to be cool, I would suggest that you go down to the local liquor store on your dusty ass block and wait by the payphone for a real nigga to come along and serve your ass whatever you need to calm your nerves. Now, you got everybody excited for part 2. So either abandon it altogether or stand your ass by that fucking payphone.